command line runner, application runner. What is the purpose for this? This is fine. Good. Simple topic. The next one is validations in Spring REST. Why we need validations? Why I need validation? So validation in Spring REST, not in UI side. So whenever we write some code, we have to do validation for that. Okay, the input data we have to validate. Before that, example, I am doing some simple payment. Okay, that simple payment, whenever I'm sending from the browser, okay, that should be validated. Otherwise, someone can hack. What the meaning of hack? Just if I give simple idea on that, this is maybe simple Flipkart website browser. This is the Flipkart server. This is the browser. This is the server. Flipkart website I've opened here, flipkart.com. There is one item, phone. Price is 10,000. Okay. And remaining features are okay. It's forget, not about important for now. When I click on the payment page to give the payment, okay, the data will be sent to the server, Flipkart server. Okay, the phone, corresponding phone ID, okay, the phone model, the phone price, okay, manufacture date, multiple data, it will go to the server. What I will do in the browser, it is showing the 10,000. So this browser, it is running in my local, okay, Chrome browser running in my local system. So I can change whatever I want. It is 10,000. I can modify to 10 rupees. If you are not able to believe this, just go to Flipkart website. Okay, this is the Flipkart. Select any one item. Okay, this is the one I taken. This cost is 11,000 something. Can I change this value? This 11,000. Just try this. Somewhere we can do that. 11,000. This one, right? Just changed 1 rupee. It will affect. See, what is the cost now? It is 11,000 or 1 rupee now. So now if I click on buy, go and continue, it will send data to the server. Okay, the server takes the phone value 1 rupee and payment is completed. Okay, order completed. Okay, order delivered. User using the phone. But finally, whenever Flipkart people, they are doing auditing. Okay, they identified, okay, 9,999 rupees is less in their account. What is the reason? Later they went to their logs. Okay, they identified that one item price they sold for 1 rupee. What is the reason? They identified that in the browser side, the customer did some changes that is not valid at server side. Okay, whatever browser sending data to server, that we have to validate. This phone ID 101, we have to validate that price, whatever there in the database. In database, there is a 10,000 only. But a hacker can change something in the middle layer. Okay, we are just customers, we are doing something on the browser. Why hackers cannot do? Hackers do more than this. Okay, to avoid these kind of things, server side, whenever we got data, okay, price is 1 rupee. Okay, mobile ID is 101. Okay, model is Samsung. This ID data, which is from the database, get the data and match whatever we receive from the UI. Okay, whatever we receive from the UI, the data match, both are not equal through error. Okay, this value is not a 1 rupee, this is a 10,000. throw error like that. So that what we are doing, we are validating at server side, not in browser side. Some way we can bypass even browser side. If we apply some validations, that we can change by applying some dynamic mechanism. That is there in the HTML JavaScript functionality, we can change something. But in server side, we have to validate that because it should not affect our application. Okay, so how to validate in server side? In the browser side validation different. Browser side validation is different. Server side we have to work on because we are a Java developer. So another example, this is maybe not much clear for you. There is one registration page. Audible, right?
Yes,
there is
ma'am.
a registration page. In this registration page, multiple fields: username, password, okay, gender, and age. This is maybe voter registration. Example, voter registration. And here we have these fields. We are entering data. Finally, we are submitting. So username, this can be any length. Okay, password can contain only alphanumeric values. That means what? Capital A to Z, small a to Z, 0 to 9. These only allowed. Gender, maybe only male or female. Age, to register a voter ID, we need at least 18, right? If someone enters 17, there should not be allowed. That is not valid. Okay, the person should have age 18 to get a voter ID. So unfortunately, I entered only 10, age 10. If I submit here, what will happen? So what UI people do? What front-end people? Whenever the front-end page developing, they also do validations. How? Username, this can be anything. Password should be these fields only. Gender, only these two allowed. Age should be more than or equal to 18. They do validations in the browser side. That is fine. But someone can hackers are developers who knows more on the technical side in the front end. They can change these validations. They can affect these validations. So what the solution for that? Whenever submit button happens, this data will come to the server side. Here also we have to do validation. We should not rely on the only front end validations. We should do our own validation also. Once we got username value, maybe A, B, C, X, Y, Z. Password, something data. Okay, and gender, maybe male or female. And age, they entered 10. This data we have to validate. That is a concept how to apply validations at server side in Spring Boot. Okay, where Spring Boot could run at server side. We have to apply whatever data we received from the front end. That may be Postman or UI browser, whatever, anything. That how to do validations. Now I'm going to discuss. So to do validations, we have to do server side validation. We have validation API. Okay, the implementation for that, for this is Hibernate validator. Hibernate provided some validation annotation. Annotations or XML also we can do. So by using this Hibernate validations API, okay, we can do data which is received at server side. Okay, what validation we can do? First thing, we have some annotations. Example, not not null, not blank, not empty, size, min, max, and min max email, phone number, something, there are many, and we can write our custom validation also. Okay, so I'll tell one by one. We'll go through code first. Okay, we know how to write simple REST API. Here I'm covering REST API. Read that example, Spring Boot validation. So last one. Here, just see that what I'm added here in the XML file, data JPA to connect database. Second one is web. This is a MVC application. Dev tools for auto restart, Lambda for the setters, getters, and constructor, those things. Go to the code. So first one is main class. This already we know. This is by default generated by the Spring Boot. From here only the Spring Boot application will be pushed up. Okay. Next one is controller layer. The controller, just what we are doing, we are taking on. Okay, we'll go first student class. This is a student class. Student class has the ID, student name, and student passport number, and student birthday. Okay, these are 4 fields I taken, 4 or 5 fields I taken in the student class. Okay, the corresponding database name is student validation. Go to that database configuration. This is in a application properties file. This is data source URL, username, password, driver class. These are all you know, not going to much. Then go to student class. Here ID, name, mail, date of birth. This is the date of birth. Type date type. Okay, and go to that. Next one is repository. The repository is taken simple student repository, extend with a JPA repository. Okay. Next one is controller. In this controller, only 2 endpoints I have to save that student data, to get the all student data. Okay. Whenever we are saving data at server side, the better to do apply on a validations on a data. What that mean? Whenever we are doing something, we are saving data, that time only better to do validation, because whenever we are only getting data, to getting data that time there is no validation. This is not required also. Okay. Still, if you want to do some validation, you can apply. But high level thing here is in the save endpoint. In this save endpoint, what I'm doing, just I'm reading the data from the request body. This is the request body annotation. In the body part, I have to send a complete student data. Okay, JSON data. The JSON data, it automatically converts into student class object. Then what we have to do, immediately I'm telling, whatever you receive data from the client that converted to student class or any POJO class, you have to apply validations. You have to apply validation. That we are telling to the Spring Boot. Valid annotation. Okay. If you tell valid annotation, what validation it will do? Then go to student class. Here we mention the what validations we have to do. What if not empty? Okay. Not empty means what? Name field should not be missed. What does it mean? Whatever data we are sending, in that name field should be there. Otherwise, it will give the error. What error it will give? Name field should not be matched, should not be missed. Whatever JSON data we are sending, example, just take a postman, save. This is a save, right? This is a, okay, order this, order data. Shut down. Okay, fine. I'm writing the one simple endpoint, calling this endpoint. What is the port number? Port number is nothing I mentioned here. It will be default 8080. Okay, context path, no. Next URL is, what is the controller URL? Save. Okay, body part, I have to send a, this is type post. body part send a JSON data. How do you send? This is the approach. Okay. Here, what is the key? Key is name. I'm giving some name. Okay. This is auto generated, that's why I'm not writing. This one is passport number. Passport number type is string only. Okay. That is why value should be in string. 1, 2, 3, ABC. Maybe this is fine. Next one is email. Just write one email. abc@xyz.com. Some dummy email. Okay. This one ignore for now. Just I'm writing something. Okay. So fine, I'm writing something. Date of birth. This is not Hibernate validator. Date of birth colon. Okay, if I send this request, this will be converted into student class automatically by request body annotation. Okay. After that, what I'm saying, do apply validations. What validations? These are. What is the not empty? Not empty tells that field should not be missed. Okay. That field should be available. Okay. What is not blank? Not blank means even field is available. Value should not empty after trim. Okay, after trim. Not blank, not null means should not be null, simply. Field should not be null. Okay, this is validation. So I'll apply not empty. This not empty means what? That field should be available in the JSON. If it's not available, then throw this error. Name field should not be missed. Okay, it is available. Even after available, that field value is empty. Empty means what? Simple double quotes open, double quotes close. After trim, even if you give like this is also failed because after trim what will happen? It will be empty. Okay, and not null means what? The value of the field should not be null. Just check this 1 second. Okay, so in this validation, you know what is these two? What is not empty? That field is available in the JSON, whatever we are sending. If you don't send, this will be failed. This annotation will be failed, and corresponding error will see this one in the console. Okay, even if you send this name, okay, that name we are sending like this. nothing data. That is not blank. The field is there, name, but corresponding data is blank after trim. After trim is blank. This will throw a this error. What is the not null? Not null is what? Value is there, but value this will be empty. We are not providing anything. Okay, that is not null. We can give message also for this, even value null. Then we can provide like this. Name field should not be null. Okay, and size. What is the size? Whenever I am entering the name field data, if I enter only A, okay, if I enter only A, I am telling the size should be minimum 2 characters. Minimum 2 characters. If the 2 characters are not matched, not satisfied, throw this error. Name field should have 2 characters at least. Okay, and passport number also same, should contain at least 7 characters. If the passport field should not don't have any 7 characters, it will throw error. And email also. So it will follow some email format. What is the format email will follow? Internally, it will follow email format. How normal email should contain some name, email name, maybe user name, @ domain name. What is that? Maybe Gmail or Yahoo, Outlook, whatever. Okay, this format should be followed by email field. Otherwise, it will throw error. Okay. Next one is, this is the extra one I added. This is birth rate. Birth rate not from the, see, this is from the our class, our package, but this email from the JavaX validation. This is already developed by the Java people, but this last one, birthday, it is developed by me. How to develop a custom validation, that I will tell later at last point. Okay, I already implemented here. This is the birthday and corresponding validations I put here. Okay, what is the validation I will tell later. Now go to okay, go to Postman and first run application. This is running, right? Which database it is connecting? Validations database name. Go to MySQL. Okay, MySQL workbench. Okay, select first use database. So tables. What are tables are available till now? Hibernate sequence. Already these automatically created by the Hibernate. Why? Because we did not provide any strategy type here. We did not provide any strategy type. By default, it is taken sequence. Okay. Second one is student validation. Why? I given a table name like this. Now first see any data is there here. Validation. Okay. Okay, already 101 is there. Next it will generate automatically 102, 103 like that. Now go to Postman, trigger request. I'm giving name as a, okay. Just check it will save or not. It will throw error, bad request. Why bad request? We'll see what validation is failed. Passport should have at least 7 characters. This is the message. See, passport, how many characters are there? Right now only 6. I'm adding one more. Now send request. This success. Go to database. It is 2. Okay. Don't consider this ID, how it is generated, automatically taken care of Springboard JPA. Okay. So next one, what is the next one? We'll check. We'll remove this name completely. We'll remove this name and verify what error will face. The giving some error again. Name field should not be missed, because why it is applying? See, name field should not be missed, not empty. What do you mean not empty? Should not miss the field. And what go to next one? I'm giving name as a like this. Now tell me what validation will be failed here. We have multiple validation here. Not empty is one validation, not blank is one validation, not null. Okay, these are 4 for the only name. Okay, the name field should match all this constraint. Okay, passport number should match all this constraint. Mail should format should be this one. Okay, ignore about this birthday. Even birthday we have 2 validations. One is not null. Second one is a birth date. This birth date I will tell how it works. Now tell me, if I trigger this request, name field is have some data with spaces. What error it will throw? It's clear or not clear? Not listening? No answer, huh?
Yes, it is it is validating in the server side. So if how can we give in client side with the HTML JavaScript? There we are using client side validations, isn't
No,
it?
we are Java developers. We don't consider what validation they are doing, how they are doing.
So
Okay, as our responsibility, we have to validate server side.
yes, after filling the application from the server, we will get this if it is not accurate, isn't it?
After filling application, once they give submit button, that time data will come to the server. Now we have to do validation. Okay, but front end, how they do validation? Maybe validation we can do while filling also. Okay, you can take any forms. Whenever we are filling without submitting, whenever we are filling only, it will give some validations. Example, go to any simple.
Yes,
What is that?
only it will get anything. Then it is the client side validation. After submitted button, if you are getting, then it is server side validation.
Right. So first time I'm giving as a numbers and special characters. See, it is not validating. Fine. Mobile number I'm giving ABS. Okay, still validating here. New password. Here I don't have much validations. See, it give me enter combination of 6 numbers. See, immediately telling, but this Facebook not following correctly because while filling it's not giving error. So I fill something. Now click on something, sign up. That after submitting, sign up, then it giving validation error. But normal many of applications while filling data only, it will throw error. How? Mobile number, if you give special characters, it automatically throw error. See, giving error now only. Like that, they will do their approaches to validate data. Once they click on sign up, that go to the server. That time we'll do validation at the server side. How they do that I'm telling now. Okay. So I told already what is not empty, not blank, not null. Not null means field should not be null. Not blank means even fields should available. The data should not be empty after trim. Simply after trim, the length should be more than 0. Not empty means field value should not be available. Should be available. If it's not available, then it will give error. Okay, then fine. If you give like this, what error it will throw? Name field should not be empty. name field should not be empty. Why it is given? This error, this validation is applied. First one is passed because field is available. Second one is failed because after trim, the length should be more than 0. But here, if you see after trim, this spaces length is 0. That is applied. What is next one? We'll try last one. The name will be only empty data. It gives still error. What is error? This is the message. Name field should not be missed. Okay. Name field should not be missed. This is coming. Basically, this value should come. That I will check. What reason for that? Give null manually. So, okay. Name field should not be null. Okay. What is the meaning of not null? This value, name value, should not be null. If it is null, throw this error. Okay. Where we are throwing? Whenever we are reaching controller layer, we are in this stage only. Whenever we reach this stage only, immediately we are applying validations. Not even reaches to the next level. Service layer, they will not reaching. Only in the controller level only we are doing the validations. Okay. Like that, it will work. Not empty, not blank, not null, size minimum 2. Okay, just give only one value here, one letter. See, giving error, size should be at least 2 characters because 2 characters not there, so giving error. Also, we can provide max also. Max 10 or 20, 100, like this we can provide. If it is more than 100 value, this name value still gives error. Should be reached in a 2 to 100. Next one is passport size. Already I told passport number size should be equal to 7. More than 7 should be available. Minimum 7. Okay. This one is email. Let's check email functionality. This is email, right? I'm missing some part. Email, unfortunately, I forgot @ symbol. I entering this and see the error. Email format should be not correct. Email format is not correct. Why? Because every email, whatever we are giving, that should be follow some format. That format I mentioned here. Okay. If you miss any point, any part here, it will be give error. Okay. Just to cross check 1 or 2 times again. I'm missing the name. See what again? Name should be new characters. Oh, okay. Okay, this one. Send again. Okay. Email format should not be correct. What is the meaning of this? Email format is not correct. So it should follow exactly email format. Okay. .com is required. It is failed. Okay. .com. Without .com. Okay. I'll check this without .com. It is successfully saved. Okay. But it's follow some email format. Next one is birthday. Okay. Whatever birthday we are giving to register a voter. Okay. Birthday to today, the difference should be more than 18. Otherwise, he is not allowed to register a for voter. How to decide that? Whatever data we are entering here, birthday. Okay, first I will show birthday format or birthday is not null like that. What valuation we applied? Not null. Okay, not null means what? If we remove this one, if I remove this one, send the request, even birthday is still not there. That means it will throw the birthday field should be available. The birthday is required. Why it is not showing here? Expected during the valid call. Birthday is required. I remove not null. Okay. Okay, not null, right? Not null is different. 1 second. Not null means should not be null. Should not null means if we send a null data, it will give the corresponding validation. Okay, go down, check. Okay, it is failing before only. Okay, that's fine. I will tell whatever is required now. This is a birthday we are entering. This is 1993 till today. There is more than 18 years, 17 years, 18 years. So he is eligible to apply a voter. If I give that date of birth value is 2022, he is only 1 year age. He is eligible for to register voter? No. That's what I am telling. Age, birthday should be more than or equal to 18. Otherwise, we can give age. Age must be more than equal to 8. Okay, same request again. Age must more than equal to 18. Okay, again changing here. 2010 is more than 18 years. More than 18 years, right? No. 2003. This saved successfully. So how to apply this custom validation? This birthday date age validation, this is not available in our Hibernate. We need to write our custom validation. How to write? For that, we have to take one interface. This is the annotation creation. Okay, this is annotation creation. In this, we have to write public. This is interface. So while creating custom annotation, we have to follow these approaches. Okay, this birthday is annotation. Whatever we applied here, whatever we see here, annotation birthday. This is same as annotation name. Okay, here default message is okay, groups is not required. Okay, go to that implementation. Here what I am doing, birthday validations. If we want to do validations, we have to implement constraint validation. Okay, constraint validation we have to implement. Whenever using implement is what? This is a class interface. A class is implementing what? It's a class interface.
Interface.
This is interface. Okay, which annotation we have to apply? Birth date. Okay, and type is date. That we have to provide. And here implementation is a one method is valid in the constraint validator. We have to implement that. In that, what we have to do? Simple C, getting the current date. What is the current date? How to get? This is the method. Calendar dot get instance. At current, what is the date? Okay. Then getting differences. How to get differences? Calendar get instance dot get year and sorry, what is this? This current date, year, and whatever user given year. Both we do minus, we will get one number. That number should be more than 18. If it is more than 18, it's fine. If it is not more than 18, this validation will be failed. After validation will fail, the message will be shown. This is the error message. Validation success, there is no message. Success case, there is no message in the validations. Only failure case, it will throw error. Validation error. Okay. Yes, I'm repeating how to create a custom validation in a Spring Boot. Create an interface. Okay, this is the way of creating interface, custom interface. Sorry, create a annotation. How to create validation annotation? This is the approach. Okay, this is separate story. How to create annotation? Take a interface name. Here we have some attributes. Not only this, we have many attributes. To go apply validations, just create a class, implements constraint validation. Okay, there is one method is valid. Okay, in that is valid, this is date value to first argument is what is the date provided by the user. Okay, what we are getting from that, we are just doing the minus current date minus user provided date. If it is more than 18, this is written a true. If written true means this success, there is no error message. If written false means you should throw the error based on the whatever error message we given. Okay, this is our custom validation apply in the Spring Boot. Okay, this is very rarely asked in interview. Just focus on this, how to implement our custom validations. Okay, create interface.
At the rate annotation before the interface. Okay.
Great. Okay.
Okay.
This is a way to create interface. Sorry, create a annotation to apply functionality for the annotation we are given here. Just write a one method. In that method, we are doing our logic. Okay. Just what you do tomorrow, you are going to apply. We are going to design one custom validations. What validation you try? You just try give one box, gender box. Okay. In the page, just assume that in this page there is one gender. Here I given a box. Okay. In this box, what user can enter capital M or small m, or what he can enter? Only these 4 values are allowed. Okay. After sending this, here we have to apply this validations. This gender value should be only in these 4. So user enter other than this 4 should give the please enter valid gender. Please enter valid gender. If the user apply these 3 or these 4, anyone, then it's fine. For example, if I enter gender value is A, this is not matched in this 4. So we should throw one error, please enter valid gender. Like that, can you try to design this kind of validations? How to apply this kind of custom validations? Just create an interface like this, gender. Okay, same as this one. Next one is write a one class, implement constant validation. Here gender. Okay, next one is here maybe character you can take, gender type is character you can take. Then do the logic here. That character should be in those 4, otherwise return false. Return false means throw error. That error message mentioned in the Pojo class. Please enter valid gender. Like that, try to design a simple validation annotation. Okay. So this is about Spring Boot validation, how to apply. Okay. Once the validation is successful, then it will solve the remaining things in the controller. Okay. Once the validation is successful, this validation is fine, then remaining things will continue. Otherwise, it will throw error from here only, in the control level only. Just ask me any questions you have, else we'll go for next topics. No questions? So just follow video. Okay. Just follow video and ask me any doubts in any time. So next one is global exception handling. What is global exception handling? How to handle exceptions in core Java? Simple question, how to handle exceptions in core Java?
Try catch. By using try catch.
By using try catch. So in controller, in MEC based applications, Spring Boot, okay, there are many controllers. Like this, there are many controllers. In the many controllers, like if you get any exception, what we will do? It will return some error page. Return some error page. That error page will show some data that may not meaningful to end user. Okay, that may not understand by end user. Simply just go to any application. Okay, here if we are trying to do any operations, maybe we are trying to go apply some operation here, that is giving some error. That error you cannot understand, right? You are normal people, we are just users for the application. If you face any issues in the application, what we will see, what we will understand. Example, I am trying to search one iPhone. Okay, search one iPhone. So if I search iPhone, it will give the proper result. Something is bad happen at server side. It is given the one white label page. How white label page look like? I will show somewhere. Let me start that code. Where is that? Spring Boot global exception handling. Okay, global exception handling not there. Okay, we'll create, no problem. Somewhere already created. Okay, I'll show, no problem. So what is the here functionality? So whenever we face any issues at server side, okay, what will happen? Basically, what page we'll see? You've already seen, we already implemented multiple applications. Okay, whenever we face any issues, what you identified? Spring Boot global exception handling. Here I'm taking only one. Web is fine for me, or one more is dev tools is fine. Okay. Here change Java 8 1.8. By default it came here 1.17. Maven update. Fine, it is updated 1.7. Now write one simple controller. Controller I'll take from somewhere. This is simple controller. This is simple controller to get a data from the database. Okay, to get a student data from the database. Student data, remove all these things. Okay, we don't have database here, right? Simply we return some dummy data. Welcome to, I'll get message. I will tell functionality. Just understand the concept. This already you know, path param, all the things. How to read path param? Welcome to, I'm giving the some name. Not much. User view the name. I'm sending response back as a welcome. not much here. Okay, I'm changing the class name as a exception. Okay, now simply just start the application. Application is starting. Now go to browser. This is get API, right? I can send from the browser only. Localhost port number default one, /get. Okay, if I give the name, it will get my name. Welcome to whatever name I specified. If I forgot name, what is the error I'm getting? I forgot name. I don't know how to call. I forgot. What error I'm getting? This can be understood by everyone. Okay, I'm a Java developer, right? I can understand something URL mistake. 404. That means a URL mistake. But end user who are using outside the product, they cannot understand what is this. They will try 2-3 times and they will feel, okay, this is a waste application. This will not work. We'll go for next one. Okay, this is the problem will happen. To give the meaningful message to end user, we have to always provide a meaningful message from the server side. How to provide? First, we have to handle the exception. How to handle exception normally in the core Java? By using try catch block, we can handle. Okay, fine. See here, I'm giving name. I got a message and I'm giving name ABC. I got some other error. Java.lang.string index out of bound exception begin 4 end 3 length 3. Okay, you are understand. I know because you are a Java developer. You know Java. Okay, that is why you know what is this error. You are sending a name that don't have the length 4. Okay, if I send ABCD, we got a message ABCD. This I'm doing trim. Okay, first 4 characters I'm removing. Okay, if I send only ABC, there is no 5 characters. I don't have option to do substring. Giving some out of bound exception. How to manage all these things? I want to give the proper message. Whatever enter username that is not in length of 4. I want to give proper message. How to give that? How to handle exceptions? Simply I want to give try after later. Try after some time. This kind of simple message I want to give. How to give that? First, we have to handle exceptions. How to handle? There are some approaches to handle exceptions. How will handle? Simply in core Java, what we write? Try catch in the try block, write this code. This is the problematic code. In the catch block, substring is found, return this value. Substring not found, return something problem. Try later. This is a message I want to give the user whenever I got some exception. Okay, now restart, auto restart, right? Fine. There is a dev tools. Now hit a request. We got some proper message. How to implement this exception handling? We are handling message in the controller layer. Each controller we have tried. There may be another controller. Example, there may be another controller. This is get by ID. I'll provide ID also. Okay, here also same issue will come. Here also same issues will come. Then how to handle? How to handle? Here also we have to provide again exception handling logic. We have to provide exception handling logic. To avoid these kind of things, okay, to avoid these kind of things, we can handle exceptions globally. What if we have multiple controllers? We have 2-3 controllers, 10 controllers, we connect manually. We have more than 100, more than 200. How to handle this kind of issues? Okay, we need to write all this exception handling logic in every time, in every controller. Go to every controller and write a try-catch block and return a response. Okay, if I get null point exception, I have to write one catch block. If I get array index exception, I have to use the another try block, catch block, for another catch block. If I get another exception, I have to write another catch block. So how much lengthy code? This is a duplicate code, boilerplate code. Okay, these things we have to write in every controller. Okay, to avoid these issues, we have to handle exception globally. Okay, to handle exceptions in Spring Boot, we use try-catch blocks in all places of code. Okay, this is lengthy code and boilerplate code. To avoid this, Spring Boot provided global exception handling, global exception handling mechanism. Okay, we have annotations related to global exception handling. Okay, what are those? One is controller advice, or REST control advice. If it's REST application, we can use REST control advice. If it's normal MS application, we can use the control advice. Okay. Next one is exception handler. By using these two, we can handle exception globally. How to handle exception globally? First step is create a class with any one of this annotation. Okay, let's create a class. My class name is global exception handle. Okay, this class we have to annotate with a REST controller advice. Okay, this is REST application, that's why I am giving a REST controller advice. If it's not REST application, you can use the controller advice. What is meaning of not REST? Maybe it is written in JSP or timely kind of things. Then write a method with exception handle annotation. Okay, here what is specialty? For each exception, we can write new method. What is, I will show example. I'm writing here public response entity of string get message. Response entity. Okay. Now what I have to give here? This method should be a exception handler annotation. Here we have to provide what is the exception we have to handle. We have, if it is like string index bound of exception, handle like this dot class. So whenever we get any string index bound of exception in our class, in our project, not a class, okay, it will be reached to here. Here we can return response back as a according to our custom format. So here I want to return exception like this: response entity dot, okay, what is that method? Bad request we can provide. Okay, bad request we can try. And what are the message? What are the message we can send? Please check the name in the URL, or please enter proper URL. Please enter proper name. Okay, what is that request giving? Okay, what is that request? Bad request not found. Okay, okay. So I can give, I will try another way. New response entity. This is the message. Next one is HTTP status dot this one dot bad gateway bad request. Okay, like this I can send. Now if I send, well, application restarted, fine. Previously we got this kind of errors. Okay, that is in the string index bound of exception. But if I send this one, what will happen? See this. Something problem. Okay, what is this exception handling code is there still? You should not handle exceptions in a try catch block now. Okay, that exception can handle code already there in a advisor. Okay, now go to browser. Still restarted. Done. Okay. Okay. Removed. Try catch blocks. Restarted. See here, please enter proper name. Why it is getting here? Because I handle exception globally. I handle exception here. I got exception. It went to this place. This control advice. Here it will check which exception got matched. Basically, we'll get string index bound of exception. Want to see? Just comment this one. Just comment this one line is fine. Okay, and see now we got a string index bound of exception. That's why I handle here string index bound of exception. Okay, tomorrow if you get some other exception, we have to repeat this logic only one place, not in all controllers. Maybe there may be a chance of getting null pointer. Okay, that time just write a meaningful method, null handle. Okay, if you get null pointer exception, it will comes to here, should not contain, give a proper message. What is that? Please don't enter null. Okay, if we want to handle exception common, null pointer, string index, both are common. So what is common for this? We can use only exception class. Simply exception class. So all exceptions will be handled here only. All exception handled here only. This is not really executed, because even if you get a null pointer, it will handle here. If you get any other one, it will get a exception class. Is clear? Global exception handling. It's simple topic. So exception handling, we have any in our code that we have to write in every controller, every endpoint we have to write by using try catch blocks. That is a problem. To avoid this, we can handle exceptions globally by using REST control advice and exception handler. Whenever we got exception in our controllers, whenever we got any exception in any controller, okay, that will reach us to the REST controller advice. Here we are specifying which method handle which exception. Okay. Here, if you want to send your custom format, you can send. I'm simply sending the message is string type. If tomorrow if you want to send different type, you can change this one, you can send one. Okay, like that you can handle exception globally. Is clear now? The simple topic. Pretty clear, we'll go for next one simply. Simple example, mail API. Hello?
Yeah, okay, clear.
So just practice example. Okay, you will get some idea. So next one is mail API. So want to send some mails. Want to send some mails from our code. Okay, why we need to send mails? What is the requirement? So mail API is very common requirement in our projects. Most of the Java project. What is the reason? You can take an example. This is the item I put into cart. Okay, you put into cart. So after some time, maybe after one day, you will get a mail. Your item is still in cart. Okay, basically I will get mails like this. I don't know if Flipkart that particular mail I got or not. See this kind of mails, updates I'll get. So Flipkart application sending a mails. Why they're sending? Maybe frequently I'm watching, I'm seeing that item, the product, the reason they're sending depends on situation. Okay, otherwise if you go our application is running. Okay, suddenly we got some exceptions. Okay, that exception how to inform to the team. Whenever the application running in production, okay, suddenly some exception got. So how to inform the team? Okay, application will send an email to all the team members. So team members can identify, okay, some exception got in our application, so we have to verify. That is the way previously in my project we implemented. For every exception, we'll send some emails to the particular group. The group people will go on production logs and they will verify the reason. Okay, if you want to implement that particular functionality, how to send emails from Java API by using Spring Boot. Without Spring Boot also we can send by using plain Java API. With Spring Boot also we can send. What are the benefit of Spring Boot? Spring Boot automatically take care the configuration part. Okay, this is simple application. Here what we have to do whenever we are creating application, we have to add one simple dependency, Spring Boot starter mail. This automatically configure the mail configuration. Okay, so want to trigger one mail from one application to different any mail, we have some configuration, we need some data. So why we need data? Example, my application wants to send to Gmail server. Okay, one Gmail. We need the corresponding SMTP details. This is first config. First one is maybe this all are one. Okay, these are all for mail configuration. What we have to provide whenever we are sending one mail to from our application to different mails, we need this data. Maybe SMTP post, SMTP port. Okay, this is not handled by me. This is handled by the mail people. Maybe Gmail server, Yahoo server. Those will maintain these details. Okay, mail host, mail port, username, password. So this username, password for the my mail. Okay, these two are for the mail configuration. These are some extra information. The connection timeout, okay, and mail timeout, write timeout, authentication should be true. Okay, these are some mail configuration. Okay, just remember, whenever we need to send some mails from our application, we need to know all the SMTP details, SMTP host, SMTP host and port. Okay, and the remaining two are our from which mail we are sending. Okay, from which account we are sending a mails. So this is my mail account and mail password. This is encrypted. I will show how to generate password. Okay, we should not write our actual. Whenever we are logging our mail from the browser, we have to provide mail and password. Already you know that. Okay, here whatever we are providing a mail, this mail password we are provide, that is not same with this part. Okay, whatever I'm providing here, okay, this is not same here. Okay, how to generate this password I will tell. Okay, how to generate this password. This is a app password, our mail specific app password. Example what? For any application, third party application, this is our third party application. Any third party application wants to access our mail through API, we have to generate one authentication key. Okay, that key we have to provide here, not actual password. My actual password is this, not this. This is my actual password. But what password I provided here? This is different. How to generate this one, I will tell. Okay. By default, whatever username password you are giving in the browser, that we cannot specify here. Username is fine, that is public, everyone know, but password should not write near here. There should be some specific format given by the Gmail API. Then we are providing the username, password, and SMTP details. These are above one are SMTP configuration, SMTP host, SMTP port, and authentication timeout, connection timeout, all these things. Then if you go our code here, how to send emails. While sending emails, just see, I want to send one simple email. What parts we have? We have a two section. To whom we want to send? We have a CC, we have a BCC, we have subject, we have a body. How many steps we have? Okay. So while sending mail, just check what all things required here. Two, this is mandatory. This is mandatory. Otherwise, two, if you don't mention to whom we are sending. This is mandatory. CC, BCC, subject, body, all four are optional. That already you know. Okay? You know, right? So in this, which one is mandatory? In the mail API, sorry, while sending mail, two is required, but CC not required, BCC not required, subject not required. Not required means it's not mandatory. Okay? Same thing we have to provide while sending a mail to any mail address by using Java API. So Java API, Spring Boot provided simple mail message, one class. A simple class it is provided to send a mails. Okay, from which mail? This is the account. From which mail we have to configure in the properties file. But two we have to provide here. Simple mail message equal to simple mail message. Sorry, new mail, simple mail message. Here message dot set to. Set to for what? To whom we are sending. This is a to mail. And subject, if you want to send subject provide here. And text means what? Body part provide here. And CC also we can provide. We can try this CC. If you give your mail address, I will put in CC. Set CC. Do you have any mails? Want to check? you can put here. Parallel, you can share your mail in the chat. I will put here. Okay, you will get mail also. Okay, CC you can put, BCC also you can put same as set BCC, set CC. Subject text. In this lines, which one is mandatory? Only set 2 is a mandatory. Okay, then call one method, Java mail sender dot send. What is Java mail sender? This is given by the Spring people. This object automatically Spring Boot will create and automatically inject to here. How it will create? By reading this configuration, Spring Boot will create Java mail sender object. Java mail sender object. Okay. On top of this, we are calling the send message. Send method have the input is the to whom we have to send, what is the subject, what is the body. We'll try this first one. Okay. This is the send email method I'm calling. This is not web application. Simply take a normal application. You can take any one. If you take REST API, just call an endpoint. The endpoint will call this method. Okay. These details you can take from the JSON, from the Postman or whatever. Now run this application. See here, this is a to mail. I configure. So this is the from mail. This is the to mail. I'm opening to mail first. This is the mail to. Okay, this is the mail, whatever I configure in the to. Okay, so here I should get a message, a mail. Okay, from this mail, and in that mail, this is the subject, this is the body. Okay, try this one. This completed, mail sent basically, and go and check here. We got a simple mail, testing from the Spring Boot by StarTech. See here, this is the from, whatever configured. To is my mail. In that, this is the body part. Hello world Spring Boot mail. Okay, this is the body part. Subject, body, to. Compare. This is the subject. This is the body part. From to is a my mail. You can see everything here. Okay. And one more thing is, I think it is simple, configuration wise. One more thing is how to send mail with attachments. I want to send my resume here. While sending a mail, I want to attach something. See, in the Flipkart also, we can see multiple things in the mail. While sending this, they will send some images, some attachments. See, they are sending something. They are sending my credit card report statement, monthly statement. How to send this attachment while sending mails? How to send attachments? That part I'm teaching now here. Okay, this is the example for send a mail along with that some attachment. Okay, my message. How to get my message object? We have to call Java mail sender API dot create my message. My message part to set a some data about the file, whatever attachment we have to attach. Okay, helper 2, helper sub 2 already you know, subject you know, the CCC BC you know already. This is the body part. Okay, then we are attaching some document here. Just we are adding the attachments. Okay, this is add attachment method. Here we have to attach the whatever attachment we have to send. Maybe document, not only Word document, we can send any file, text file, PDF file, whatever you can send. Here I am taking simple resume and Word file. Okay, here attaching and I am sending to the corresponding person, send message. Okay, just to attach the one attachment to the mail, we have to use the helper. Okay, helper we have to take. Then call this method, very simple. Second one is mail with the attachment. Run this. This sent. Go to here, check inbox. We got a mail. This is subject, body part, and attachment I got. Okay. So if I give same application to you, if you configure your username password here, it will not work. How to generate this password? That I will tell now. This is very important because directly your password will not work. We have to generate password from our mail. How to generate? I will show now. Go to settings. Setting. Not this one. Click on here. Manage Google account. Listen clearly. Click on the mail. Manage Google account. Okay, here there is one security tab here. In that you have two-step verification. If you don't verify, you have to verify this one. Click on this two-step. It should be enabled. My password. Okay, two-step verification is enable this one. Okay, don't forget, it should be enabled two-step verification. Again, go back. There is some apps here. Where is this apps? This is app's password. Okay, after enabling two-step password only, I think this app password will come. Otherwise, it will not come. Okay, if you want to cross check, I will show one more mail. I have multiple. Okay, click on this manage Google account, security. Here two-step verification is not enabled. Just see the difference. Two-step verification is off right now, but for my mail, two-step verification is enabled. That's why I see the app password. After two-step verification, app password is there, but on another mail there is no app password because this is not enabled. You have to enable this one. After enable, just click on here, app password. If it is not available, I'm deleting. It will come for you. Select app, custom, provide any name, not only fixed. You can use Java, Spring Boot, Java, anything. Generate. It will give one password. Copy this one. This password you have to paste in your code. Okay. This is the password you have to enter, not your plain password. Okay. Now your application can be connected to your mail. From your mail, it will send to the whatever to you are mentioning here. Okay. This Spring Boot application first authenticate to your application with these credentials, then send to the whatever to you are providing. Okay. This is Java simple mail API. How to send a mail from the Spring Boot. Okay. Interviews also they will ask, are you using mail API like that? Okay. Just try to understand and remember. Okay. Okay, fine. Is it fine? Can I cover one more topic? how to send a mail from the Spring Boot. Okay, so we have many things to discuss. This is completed. So Spring Cloud Vault I'll discuss later. Spring Cloud scheduling 2. Okay, file upload 3. File upload 3. Okay, fine. I'll cover the remaining things mostly tomorrow, if possible. I'll update timings. Okay.